were talking last week about some of the strong candidates for the U.S. team for the World Championship. What about Team Haudenosaunee with Lyle Thompson and Seth Oakes playing together all the time and chemistry like that working together? I don't even know if Brendan Bomberry will be a forward on that team. If I were them, I'd probably run him at the back door because I think he can impact so much from back there. And you've got Lyle Thompson and Seth Oakes who work great together. You've got Randy Stotts in Halifax. Obviously, he's played with Lyle a ton, having been in Georgia together and played Haudenosaunee together. You've got Dehoga Nanticoke. You've got guys like Thomas Hogarth. And there's so much depth on that right side for the Haudenosaunee and on the left side. But I mean, the right side is what I was really thinking of this week with Thomas Hogarth getting a hat trick as he kind of gets used to playing with the guys in Calgary. So that's a very interesting one for me.
Yeah, I hadn't even really thought about it, but that's another one of those. I would hate to be the guy who's making the cuts because, I
Yeah.
mean, whoever you cut, is a great player. You're just either
Mhm.
hoping the chemistry works better with who you have, or maybe it's a better fit for the systems you like to run. And yeah, no, I would not want to be any one of those coaches.
That's very much a part of it, right? You look at the left side for the Haudenosaunee, and I think you've got three guys that you'd have to think are pretty solid locks in Eli McLaughlin, Austin Stotts, and Cody Jamieson. I don't know how you don't have any of those three on your roster. They're all part of McLaughlin and Stotts play for the Haudenosaunee at the World Fields last year. Cody Jamieson, the MVP at the 2019 World Box Championships. And then for the fourth spot on the left side, you've got a list of Marshall Powless, Larson Sundown, Kyle Jackson, Lane Smith, who I think needs to be seriously considered for that role. I think he should be in the NLL. He's an unbelievable player. Zach Miller from Georgia as well. So there's all kinds of options for the Haudenosaunee out the front door. And I think some of the other players go back. Like I didn't mention Zed Williams. I think he'll play defense for him. Because I just don't see whose spot he takes out the front door that gives you more of an edge than having the four other guys up front and having him go out the back.
Yeah, that's a team that is just loaded. Because I was thinking that when you were talking about Seth Oakes and Lyle, well, it is nice because Zach Miller plays on that team as well. But like you said, whose spot does he take? Because, yeah, you've
Mm-hmm.
got so much. Yeah, there's so much offensive talent that comes out of there. And like you said, just even Zed Williams playing defense, it makes sense. But to even just hear it, when you're talking about it and he's one of the Mammoths, leading goal scorers.
Mm-hmm. But he did start playing in the NLL on defense with Georgia and got good at it really quickly. So I think he'd be just fine.
That's awesome. That's another one of those things you just taught me.